Carefully control the information you provide and make available. Know who your friends are. Don't focus on how many likes that you amass as a measure of your self-esteem and popularity. Be aware of these practices and how to deal with them. So good etiquette in communicating with others by platform. So understand whether or not it's okay to communicate with somebody without their permission. All right? Understand whether the language used should be formal or informal. How about this one? What's the difference between opt-in and opt-out? You should know this as a consumer. Opt-in is where the company agrees not to contact you without your permission. So when you go to an Amazon or somewhere, they say, is it all right for us to contact you? And the default is nothing. So that you then pick no, or you say okay. So opt-in means I give my permission for you to contact me. Opt-out is where the default is that they contact you unless you contact them and say, get me off your stupid list, I don't want you to annoy me. So it's a totally different perspective on the way we get treated as a consumer. So you want to be the ones that are opt-in, but you also want to be aware of the opt-outs. So if you're looking at something and they've got these boxes at the bottom, I'd like to keep on getting newsletters or ads or updates or whatever it is, be careful as, how you check the box, because that's going to determine what they do with you. What's a cookie? Chocolate chip? Brownie? What's a cookie? Okay, so it's a little piece of software that's left there that can be good in that if you've got accounts that you go to and you don't want to keep signing in your username and your password, it can remember them, so those are good cookies. But they could be bad cookies too, because they could track our information in a way that we don't want, provide the information to other parties, put little viruses on our computer. Anybody know the difference between spam and phishing? Anybody ever heard of the group phish? It has nothing to do with this example. What's spam? Yes?
It's when you repeatedly get something that you don't want. Like in the email, you get the same email over and over and over again. Or from the same company over and over and over again.
It's junk email. And phishing? This is something you got to be aware of and watch out for too as a consumer. Anybody know what phishing is? Phishing is where you get an email where the logo and the heading and everything and the seeming address is from your bank, an insurance company. It seems like it's from Macy's or eBay, when in fact it's a phony email. And what they want you to do is to click somewhere in the email to go to a site which is not them. One of the ways of quickly telling whether or not it's phishing is click reply. Don't do anything, but hit reply and look at what the address is. Because the address is going back to Joel E. at Hofstra.edu, then we're not eBay, right? But phishing has been a lot of fraud and identity theft and stuff have come off that because the site looks like it's Bank of America. The best one is if you, I frequently get things from somebody who's telling me my Bank of America account has been compromised, click here to fix it. I don't have any Bank of America accounts, so they're free. But be aware of what phishing is. Cyberbullying. So cyberbullying is where people through the internet and social media pick on others. And part of what happened a while back with bullying that's caused some people to commit suicide because some of the stuff that's said about them online is pretty disgusting. Sexting, anybody know what that one is? That's another thing that it becomes popular in high school and people don't realize the ramifications. Anybody know what that term means? Okay, so we have a couple that like each other and they send each other pictures via their phone, nude or semi-nude pictures, with the expectation that it's only going to that one person. And the next day they go to school and they find out the entire student body is going, oh my God. So just be careful with anything that you send to somebody because it's open game. Properly crediting others. So if you're doing a blog or you're posting a picture of something that came from a source, be careful about crediting it. Read the privacy policy for each site and app. I say this and I kind of laugh. How will your privacy be protected? What kinds of information will be made available to third parties that they sell it? Should you let people know I'm here for